Are we too early in Web3?
Yeah, in my opinion, we are extremely early. Just taking in consideration, Armand, we don't have any good legislation in Europe, along with all the countries. We need to have more lawyers, more accountants, more builders, more banks to approving payments, Web3 transactions, and so on. On the technical side, we are very, very early. We don't have enough Rust engineers, smart contract engineers. It's extremely important to have a scalable backend. Our philosophy, Armand, is right now it's going cross-chain, and I will try to explain why. In our philosophy, it's extremely important to have more users, to have more adoption, and more people to hear about BHero token, about our services, and also indirectly to hear about Elrond. Our token will remain on Elrond for now at least, but the smart contract, the backend, the dApp for the BHero will be cross-chain. We have already fully integrated BNB chain. What it means that we can incubate and we can offer a fully current and a fully experienced BNB based for the project incubating from the BNB side. Our narrative is full focusing on good projects with good teams, at least having a working MVP which demonstrates a good working proof of execution. Extremely important for us. From our discussions with a lot of teams, we are saying this to everybody. If you are not able to convince at least 1, 2, or 3 engineers to be in your team and to execute with you and to stay with you, how you'll be able to convince other guys or other partners or other investors to invest in your startups? So the team and the proof of execution, these two things are extremely important.
All right, guys, it's Armand here from MetaChain TV. We've got here Marius from BHero Network, BHero Launchpad, and MG Staking. We'll get started right now. So first up, can you tell our audience a bit of background of who you are and what you do?
First of all, Armand, hello to your community. Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure and my honor to be here today with you. Yeah, so my name is Marius Grigoras. I'm from Bucharest, from Romania. At my basics, I'm a software engineer with more than 11 years on different software engineering fields, security, operating systems, embedded, and other fields. I was leading different teams in Europe at NXP Semiconductors till last year. I was starting with blockchain world more than 2 years ago when we're together with my CTO group from NXP. At that time, we started some deep dive research on the blockchain area. That specific time, we wanted to increase our security protocols, which were transferring over the air OTA packages from our servers to different automotive products, cars, to different IoT products. We were trying to resolve a chicken egg problem. We wanted to protect our endpoints devices to be sure there are not some cloned devices. From research, we discovered blockchain for us was the only technical solution able to resolve our problem. And of course, working on embedded and IoT areas, we wanted a very scalable blockchain. We started to have research on different blockchains, starting with the Bitcoin, Ethereum, IBM private and public blockchains. And yeah, nothing worked. A lot of blockchains research, a lot of discovering issues. No one was extremely scalable. We wanted to have an extremely high throughput, very good speed, a very good TPS. And from research, this is how we discovered Elrond, now rebranded and renamed in the MultiversX. We started to have some extremely good and technical discussions between our CTO group and the Elrond CTO group. We here participating the guys from Elrond, from the core team, Lucian, Minku, and the guys. They understood our use cases very well, and they started to work with us and make a custom blockchain with an extremely small footprint for the IoT and for the embedded ecosystems. We continued to make some testnet and devnet tests, and we discovered that Elrond is not only a very scalable blockchain, but also a blockchain with a very good and very small latency. What means a small latency? For everybody listening right now, small latency meaning if you are doubling or tripling the devices in your ecosystem, the scalability remains linearly. So it's very important when you have a custom ecosystem, when the demand is very volatile, to not have an exponential scalability in terms of throughput, but to remain linearly. This was extremely important, to not wait too much time in order for an ecosystem to recover after you have a double or triple in number of devices in your ecosystem. So we discovered Elrond, and starting with that time, we continued to make research together with my partner. We started to be a staking provider for Elrond 2 years ago during pandemic times. From that moment, it's just history, let's say. We started to offer more to the community, discussing with the guys and from Elrond, with the community, with Patrick as well. we wanted to offer something back to the community. And this is how we started to discuss to offer free consultancy meetings for the startups willing to build on Elrond. This meaning free technical and business meetings. And we started with a lot of guys, a lot of startups from Australia, Romania, Europe, all over the places, Germany, France. And this is how we started to know people building actively on the blockchain area. This is how we started to build our networking. And this is how we discovered the guys from Blackhat Network. And it was a great pleasure to meet Eddie Montano, which is my co-founder in this startup. So this is more or less our history, how we started, who I am, where I worked, which is my background, mostly on security, embedded and operating systems.
Thank you very much. And can you briefly explain what Blackhat Network is and the BHero Launchpad as well?
Yeah, so initially we started with an extremely important idea in mind, and the part of the core team was working as a freelancers on different platforms, but maybe the most important one is Blackhat World. There basically a lot of freelancers. We are discussing about millions of guys who were discovering digital marketing and SEO marketing products over there. All these guys were working in this field to offer freelancing services to other people. And there are a lot of problems in the last years regarding scammers, regarding this kind of chicken egg problems. Who is sending first what, the money or the product after you finish the work? From discussions with a lot of customers and users, they receive a lot of proposals to make a new kind of forum or product on blockchain to have like an escrow smart contract or an escrow service in order to secure the payment and to be not only faster, but to be very low cost. That's why blockchain makes sense right now, because you don't need to wait for banks or PayPal or other third-party payment services. You can use blockchain payments in order to secure the payment and to be very, very fast. This being said, we started as a marketplace for freelancers, but after a couple of months, we switched our narrative to be a Web3 product, a Web3 hub, and under this Blackhat Network hub or umbrella, we want to have multiple products and all these products to be coupled with our BHero token to be the governance token. Right now, we are working for two important products. We have the BHero Launchpad. Maybe a lot of community from Elrond already heard about the BHero Launchpad. We are the second official launchpad in the entire Elrond ecosystem, which is fully compliant. We are approved by financial market authorities in Liechtenstein, and we have lawyers in both Romania and Liechtenstein. The second product is, of course, the marketplace for freelancers, which is named Top IQs. And this will be released as a first beta version somewhere in December this year. And the mainnet will be in January next year. So for now, we have two these important products. For sure, the most important one is the BHero Launchpad. We already have revenue with this product. We already have a lot of users with this product. Beside BHet and BH Agent NFT collection, we also launch NFT collection, which is part of the creative team startup. We launched the Salesforce Fit token. It's the first move to earn and fit to earn application, mobile application on the Android ecosystem. So we launched the NFT collection, which was sold in 7 minutes. It's SFit Legends, the name. All good launches, extremely good launches, taking in consideration we are in bear market, all our investors are making KIC, they need to make a level up in our BHero Launchpad. So extremely good drive. I want to send a big thanks to our community members. They are with us from the first day, and yeah, I'm extremely happy with it, guys.
Right. So from what I understand, you had initially the Blackhat Network, which was mainly predominantly for freelancers, and then you started offering different services, and then you've got your BHero Launchpad, where you have the hero tokens as the governance tokens for the Launchpad and other Launchpad like SensorFeed and NFT team, where they can use the tokens. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we have two products under this umbrella of Blackhat, BHero Launchpad and Top IQs marketplace for freelancers. And so I want to outline here into the BHero Launchpad, we have multiple services, not only launching different projects, but we are offering smart contract audits. We made our first SFit tokens and the SFit staking platform for the Salesforce Fit. So we have digital marketing services, we have economics and project services in terms of audits and advising and so on. This can be seen on our BHero site.
Fantastic. As I understand it, BHero Launchpad is only available on the MultiversX blockchain, but also in Binance chain. And I believe you've also expanded it as well. Can you explain?
Yeah, very good question. Yeah, our philosophy, Armand, is right now it's going cross-chain, and I will try to explain why. In our philosophy, it's extremely important to have more users, to have more adoption, and more people to hear about BHero token, about our services, and also indirectly to hear about Elrond. Our token will remain on Elrond for now at least, but the smart contract, the backend, the dApp for the BHero will be cross-chain. We have already integrated, fully integrated BNB chain. What it means that we can incubate and we can offer a fully current and a fully experienced BNB based for the project incubating from the BNB side. This being said, if a BNB project wants to be incubated by us, it can be launched on the BHero Launchpad, and we already have two very good project from the BNB side. We are working with these guys and will be announced extremely soon in terms of incubation thesis and in terms of roadmap. And also we are discussing to prepare the Polygon and Ethereum chains to be also integrated in our products. But of course, we start with the BHero Launchpad. In our philosophy, token is like a boat. You can have this boat in a specific water, right? But why not go in different oceans and to explore different waters? This is the same with the interoperability. You can go with this token, with this boat in different oceans and to explore different worlds and to discuss with different customers, different projects, and to incubate or to explore different partnerships with all these guys. It's very important not to remain only in a, let's say, small water, and let's go to explore different worlds. We respect a lot the Elrond community and the Elrond team and the Elrond products, but in my opinion, great layer one will be successful if we offer a lot of breeds, a lot of possibilities to explore new worlds. This is about adoption, marketing, and have a good strategy to conquer the world.
That's a great idea because then you can bring in, as you said, other ecosystems into Elrond, which is not limited to MultiversX. You know, you've got the change that you can get into. So with the token that you've got, say you've got the BHero tokens and other Launchpad tokens, because you also are now going cross-chain, does that mean you can actually use those tokens into the other chains by possibly using a bridge into other chains? Or how does that work? Is that just whatever chain you are on, you can only use it on that chain?
Yeah, it's a good question. So for now, let's have an example. If, I don't know, a specific project from BNB is coming to us to be launched, those users will need to buy BHet in order to put at stake and to make at least level one in order to be able to buy tickets. But the entire experience in order to buy a ticket and to claim the BNB ticket will be only on the BNB side. So the BHet token will remain on Elrond in order to be put at stake and to have at least level one in order to grow and to be able to buy more tickets if you want. But buying the tickets, which I don't know, you will be using or whatever on the BNB side, will be possible using only MetaMask or different BNB wallet. We already have integrated all these in our BHero dApp, and also claiming the winning tickets and so on will be done also using BNB experience. So everything will be on the BNB. Only the BHet putting at stake will be, at least for now, remaining on the chain.
Fantastic. And what is it that makes BHero Launchpad different from other projects of similar nature in MultiversX?
Yeah, our philosophy, Armand, and our narrative is full focusing on good project with good teams, at least having a working MVP, which demonstrates the good working proof of execution. Extremely important for us. From our discussions with a lot of teams, we are saying this to everybody. If you are not able to convince at least 1, 2, or 3 engineers to be in your team and to execute with you and to stay with you, how you'll be able to convince other guys or other partners or other investors to invest in your startups? So the team and the proof of execution, these two things are extremely important. Also, we are fully focused on the legal side. These guys which are incubating need to be onboarded in a fully compliant jurisdiction with lawyers and accountants which are working on the crypto side, which are understanding crypto, need to have a legal opinion for utility token or utility NFT. Security NFTs or security tokens don't have a very good, let's say, jurisdiction right now in Europe. The exchanges are not willing to list security tokens. So for now, we are fully, let's say, focused on the utility tokens and less on the ones. I don't know, maybe starting with the MiCA standard coming next year in February or March, we'll be able to offer also a good experience for the security tokens. But for now, we are fully focused on the utility tokens. So again, the team, the project, proof of execution, having an MVP and a good understanding of crypto laws and crypto legislation, all these for us are very important. But if I will outline only in one good argument for us to be able to incubate a project is the team. The team is the number one asset. If you have a good team, you can conquer the world. If you don't have a good team of execution, a good team of engineers, and a good, let's say, leadership, it's impossible to work with. In the final, we can advise on different aspects. We can help you with smart contract audits, with digital marketing strategy for a global adoption and so on. But again, we cannot replace a team. You need to build, it's mandatory to build a team, and after you can execute an idea, and after you can come to a good launch to be incubated.
That's great. I totally agree, 100%. Did you encounter any challenges along the way with the creation of Blackhat Network and BHero Launchpad, and how did you and the team overcome them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe the first challenge was on my side to move from Web2 to Web3 after more than 11 years working in a multinational company. It was not very simple to move to Web3, to be honest. In the final was a good career, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge and know-how to remain down the side and move to Web3. It was a bit complicated, to be honest. Also, trying to have a very good team with a lot of experts on both digital marketing, business and execution, security, smart contracts, backend, depth is not simple. In crypto, let's be honest, the costs are a bit different comparing Web2. Everybody is expecting to win a lot of money and to explain to the team, okay, we are here to build, we are here on the long term, we are here to offer something back to the community and to have a long-term vision. Was complicated. I needed to remake the team on demand. It was difficult. This thing with the team and to keep up the team and to keep up the chemistry into the team. You know, Armand, it's not only about building a good team, but to remain with this team. You can always build something, but having a good maintenance and keeping up the speed with this team, this is the most important thing, and this is the most important challenge. Everybody can build something. It's a lot of stress, a lot of work, but to keep up to speed and to remain to a very high level and to keep this speed and to keep these results, this is the most important thing. You know, like a good athlete or a good player, you can win the Champions League, but the most important is to keep up this engagement and to start tomorrow morning again, to go to the gym, to go to the playing card, to start training yourself again, and to be motivating daily. It's extremely important.
I gotta applaud you for that, Marius, because I understand what you're saying. You know, it's really hard to keep a team together because they all have to have the same vision and goals and the
Yeah.
expectations that everyone has with crypto and everything. People are thinking it's quick money, but you know, as you said, you gotta keep building it and you just gotta keep them motivated so they can stay in the same path.
Yeah, this mix of motivation and mindset daily to inspire the team also in different contexts. We just finished maybe a bull run. Right now we're in a bear market.
Mhm.
There are different contexts. You need to remain motivated on the long run. This, I think, is the most challenging part for a Web3 team.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Just moving to a different path now. For the investors, I understand you also deal with MG staking. Can you briefly explain the advantages of staking with MG staking?
Yeah, sure. We started a bit late with MG staking. Initially, we were just delegators with Elrond, with MultiversX at that time. We started in phase 3 in April last year, if I remember correctly, with Patrick, Stefan, and the other guys from the Elrond community. Yeah, and initially this was requested by the community. Both me and Petrika, we were, let's say, admins on the long period with Elrond. More than 2 years, we were official admins on different Elrond groups. And these guys, seeing our passion and seeing our security knowledge, and we were there day and night, every day, explaining how it's working, why it's important to keep the keys in a non-custodial wallet, how a secure element is working, or why it's extremely important to not use an external Wi-Fi, and all these things regarding security and safety. This guy asked us if it's possible to start as a staking provider and to keep the community engaged around us. This is how we started to have this idea to start a staking provider. To be honest with you, initially we didn't think that we'd be able to have success in terms of delegators. So we have a lot of people delegating to us,
Mhm.
but we just started it, and being there with the community members trusted us, engaged a lot with us, and step by step, week by week, we grow monthly the number of nodes. Right now we are in, I think, in top 10 or 11 staking providers on our side. Thank you one more time to our community for trusting us. Extremely important. Without a good community, you don't have any drive as a staking provider. So again, thank you for being here with us, guys.
100%. Totally agree. Now, is there anything else you'd like to share that you believe is important to share with our?
Yeah, maybe one advice for everybody wanting to build something in Web3 is not easy. It is extremely hard. In Web3, this is the reality. Investors and community members and users, generally speaking, they don't have the same time and patience comparing with Web3. They want to have everything extremely fast. They want to have the product being up and ready tomorrow or tonight, not in a couple of weeks. So my advice for all these builders coming from Web 2 to Web 3, I want to say it's possible to start something in Web 3. It's possible to build a reliable product. It's possible to be fully compliant. It's possible to give invoices, to have a good lawyer, to have a good accountant. Everything is possible. But you need to have the right mentality. You need to wait, to start with a good team, to convince some good engineers, to have a good chemistry. So if you ever succeed in Web2, you need to apply the same rules and concept and mentality and mindset in Web3. It's the same things. You just need to execute a bit faster. That's it. But if you ever succeed in Web2, you'll be able to succeed also in Web3. This is my approach, and this was basically how we started as a mentality. There are no different rules in Web3. You just need to be very serious. Don't look at shitcoins or scammers. No, just build it. Try to build day by day. Try to be serious. Try to build up good business partnerships, and you'll do it.
Fantastic. Just one more curveball question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You mentioned Web3. Are we too early in Web3? Is that the reasons why we are having kind of these sort of roadblocks in Web3?
Yeah, in my opinion, we are extremely early. Just taking in consideration, Armand, we don't have any good legislation in Europe along with all the countries. MiCA standard, which right now is only, I think, implemented in Liechtenstein. At least MiCA legislation will be more or less inspired from Liechtenstein legislation. So we still need to wait on the legislation side to be across Europe. So for sure, we are extremely early. We need to have more lawyers, more accountants, more builders, more banks to approving payments, Web3 transactions, and so on. So yeah, for sure, we are still early, at least in Europe. But yeah, step by step, we are here to inspire others, to help other builders. On the technical side, we are very, very early. We don't have enough Rust engineers, smart contract engineers. So it's extremely important to have a scalable backend. A lot of engineers or builders are thinking is enough to have a very scalable blockchain, but this is for sure not enough. If you don't have a scalable backend, which is basically the middle point between the DApp and the blockchain itself, it's not enough. You can have the best blockchain if you don't have a very scalable infrastructure to be coupled with the blockchain itself. It's not enough. But yeah, step by step, for sure, in 1-2 years, all the entire ecosystem will look totally different.
And how can people find out more information about yourself, Blackhat Network, and BHero Launchpad and MG Staking?
It's enough to visit our site, BHero.network or BHero.com. We are present from 24 hours on Telegram groups. Yeah, we are here for you guys whenever you want.
That's great. So just to reiterate, people who want to find out about Marius and what they do, go to BHero.network, BHero Launchpad. You can look it up online in mgstaking.com and you'll find their information there. So once again, thank you, Marius, and I really appreciate your time you've given us and our audience, and it's been a great discussion. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Armand. Again, thank you one more time for having me. Thank you one more time for the community. All the best. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.